we have content for the entire year. And all of this was possible, honestly, because of project management. I'm running my own business. I am also working for a Fortune 500 company. I am doing my doctorate degree. I am also interviewing leaders who are doing amazing things. Check out our podcast as well. And they're all connected. Having a background in project management and being a project manager for over 10 years, and now studying conflict management, everything is connected. And I think it is so crucial. As I'm doing my dissertation right now, I'm in the writing stage. It helped so much to get a lot of feedback, to learn from others as I'm writing. And also, when you're doing project management, conflict management, it's so important. Without further ado, let's get into it. The reason we're here to talk about project management. We're going to talk about the 5 things we should consider when talking about project management: the who, the what, the where, the when, and the how. So when we're talking about project management, either you're an influencer, you are a nurse, you are a doctor, or you are running a Fortune 500 company, you need project management in your life. Guys, even being here today, it was thanks to project management. I think project management, either you are planning your wedding or you planning your vision board, having project management can be so crucial. What is project management? Project management is managing processes, and a project can be a wedding, it can be your vision board. You have certain goals, so each goal can be considered a project. If you're running a business, you need project management. If you are a YouTube influencer, if you're new to YouTube, if you old to YouTube, if you've been doing YouTube forever, most people are probably practicing project management. They don't even know it. But today we want to narrow it down to the importance of project management. It helps break down specific tasks to reach a goal. And it is so important to do just that. Management is almost like planning on steroids. Project management is a whole level of planning. I know, especially because of the new year, we're all talking about how we should be planning. I'm such an advocate for planning. But when we're talking about planning effectively to the whole other level, project management is the way to go. It's like project management is like planning on steroid. I am running with that say. Honestly, I've said it a few times now, but I really do mean it. Because with project management, it requires collecting details, it requires planning, it requires managing risk, it requires delegating. You are most likely the project manager of your own project, of your own goal, objective, and knowing where you need to maybe cut costs. When do you need project management? Finish high school, and I learned about project management second year in college. That's when I really started to learn about project management. But honestly, I was doing project management my entire life. For example, in high school, I was part of the soccer team, volleyball team, track team, art team, art club, and I also did so many of these classes. And I know graduating, one of my goals were to have a scholarship. So my goal was to go to college and go there for free, which thank God I was able to do. But it was just managing football, soccer, volleyball, and art, and managing all of these things to reach my goal. And I remember having a calendar. And then when I remember going through my first year in college, I still had my calendar because I had to go to class, and I was working as a cashier. So it was just like, okay, I had my class schedule, and I was also, I took my first semester in college, I took one class. And I'm like, oh, this is easy. And then my second semester, I took like 8 courses. Let me tell you, and then after that I took 6, and then after that I took 8. And I was able to finish my college degree in 2 years and a half because I realized the power of project management. Let's talk about the who. Who can use project management? Everyone can use project management, from the toddler to your granddaddy. If you are planning something that matters, having project management makes such a huge difference. Such a huge difference. Who can use it? YouTubers, influencers, entrepreneurs, Fortune 500 companies. You best believe they're using project management almost every day. College student. For me specifically, I started project management as a college student. One of my first classes, I had Business 101. I studied with IT. I switched my program like 3 times, you guys. Like 3 times. I switched my program so many times. But I ended up with project management, honestly, because it was the best fit. Originally, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I thought either I'm a lawyer or I'm whatever I want to be down the line. I know having a grasp of managing project effectively could be vital, and that's how I ended up picking project management. So the project management can be for college student, even high school student. You many times you're already doing those tasks, writing it down, what can be done. But when you take it to a whole level of planning, where you are looking at the connection, where can you do things faster, how can you delegate some tasks and really be effective. Project management is really for everyone. Companies are using it, you should too. They are using it because it's effective. It helps you break down the importance of your goal or your objective to focus and refocus if you need to. It helps identify risk management. It helps identify where you need help. If you're gonna delegate tasks to someone else, if you need someone. Perfect example. Let's just say you're a YouTuber. As a YouTuber, I'm sure you have to do edits. You have to record. You have to probably plan a specific list of things you're going to be talking about. When you write it down and you look at your calendar, you look at the time, you are planning from a whole other level. And that's where you start looking at, okay, maybe I need help there. Maybe it is more effective to hire an editor. Maybe it's more effective to just do all my recording in one day, and then I just take the weekend and I just do edit. The best way you could delegate some tasks, the cleaning part, maybe hire someone who can clean for you. The editing part, maybe hire an editor who can record you and do the edits. Obviously, all these things gonna cost you money, but project management allows you to really write down all the tasks that needs to be done to record one video, and then look at your budget for that. Look at your time. Look at other things that could interfere with you recording at a specific time. And that's what project management does. It helps you break down the how and how it can be effective at it. For me specifically, I'm still working 9 to 5. I'm also working on my dissertation. I'm also running Empire, where I love to talk to people, learn from other business people. I believe in having a diverse portfolio where you're not just doing real estate. You're not just working on your education. You're not just working for Fortune 500 company. You're not just a YouTuber. You're not just a podcaster. All things that I am. And I know it's a lot. But for now, I think that's what it takes to build an empire. You do those things that matter to you, those things that are within your means. Delegate where you know you have a weakness, and you continue to move forward. And that's why project management is so important. It helps you stay on task, it helps you understand what's needed, and it helps you better focus on what's needed and what's not. So this honestly was just a basic of what project management is all about. There are multiple levels of project management, but what is crucial is the planning aspect, which comes looking at the cost, schedule, budgeting, having all of these things into account, where how is one task can interfere with another, and how can they can both be done at the same time. Budgeting wise, are you looking at how much it's going to cost you, or do you care more about quality, or do you care more about timing? There are multiple level aspects when it comes to project management, but having the basics of project management is so vital to be successful when you are planning a specific project that matters to you. I know we talk about project management specifically for wedding, and it makes sense to discuss project management for wedding because typically a wedding is like the most important time. Hopefully, it comes at least once, right? And it's okay if it's not just once, but wedding is typically an important day for someone. So to make sure they get it right, project management is taking into account to plan out the process from beginning to end, and obviously planning in advance. When it comes to managing your own channel, becoming a YouTuber, becoming an influencer, managing your own empire, it makes sense to conduct your empire with project management, because you want to have a beginning date, you want to have an end date in mind. I know a lot of us, we don't think about, okay, we're going to start a channel, we're going to start becoming a YouTuber, what is the end date in mind? A lot of us don't think about that, but many do end, many channels end, and it's okay to have a specific time frame in mind, or maybe specific tasks you want to achieve in mind. And once you achieve the goal, you can pivot, you can refocus, or you can go to the next task. And project help you do that, where you have a beginning and an end. That's one of the vital parts of being successful. But also delegating where you see fit, having a schedule, and sharing that schedule with your stakeholders. And your stakeholders can be your clients, then can be your family members, because they are relying on you being successful to provide for them. And it can be other stakeholders, people who really enjoy your content. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I can talk about project management for days, and I will do just that in this channel. We are still going to continue talking about conflict management. We're still going to be talking about people building their empires. However, we cannot ignore the importance of project management when we are talking about empires. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for
I
listening.
will see you in the next one.